Hillary Clinton, meanwhile, is on damage control. Her campaign dealing with all this negative momentum. She was out in the Hamptons on vacation, and according to the New York Times this morning, sort of scrambling to get back on the campaign trail to try to alleviate some of these negative poll numbers. You see the big campaign crowds that are being gathered by Bernie Sanders right now. Tens of thousands of people showing up in Seattle and Arizona and California, and Hillary Clinton out relaxing in the Hamptons.
Wait, she's coming back from the Hamptons? I mean, that is pulling the ripcord. That's an emergency measure. Break glass in case of emergency.
She is a woman of the people. I mean, most people like her reportedly staying in a home that they're renting for $100,000, but in scramble mode heading toward the Midwest to start campaigning instead, because this really has her off message. People are not listening to her messaging about, you know, being a hardworking American and she's your biggest advocate. They're thinking more about this FBI investigation and watching her trustworthiness numbers go way down.
It is a total morass. At turn after turn, Hillary Clinton has made unequivocal statements. I did do this, I didn't do that. And at every turn, people with superior knowledge have said, hold on a second, you're not telling the truth. The latest, this is a tweet Hillary Clinton sent out about the real problem. She says this, from a former Justice Department official, quote, our ridiculous classification rules are the real problem. In other words, I did nothing wrong. It's the system that's broken.
Yeah, right. First it was, I didn't have anything classified on there. And then it was, well, I didn't email anything classified at the time. And now it's, well, just these over-classification rules. I mean, that's the real problem.
Well,
it's not me that's above the law. It's the law is the wrong.
And then you're listening to the Clinton campaign spokespeople firing back at Trey Gowdy and others saying, well, now that you've received emails from Hillary Clinton, or that those emails that you're investigating us for, those were once classified, now they're listed as unclassified, you may also have some problems here. The system is broken, they say. But meanwhile, military this morning firing back. Lieutenant Colonel James Williamson firing back to that tweet that Tucker just read. And he said this, it's not up to her to decide what level it's classified at. It's up to her to obey the law, and clearly she did not. If someone doesn't have the sense to recognize classified material, they shouldn't be in such a sensitive position, much less Secretary of State.
Let's be honest. The Secretary of State, by definition, deals with classified material, not occasionally, constantly. Constantly. A huge percentage of the tiny number of emails inspectors general have looked at so far have been classified. Of course. And this is why previous secretaries of state didn't do this. And this is why no other Clinton cabinet official uses a private server. Not one. Only Hillary Clinton. Why? Because this happens.
We're going to talk to Shannon Bream in just a few minutes. She's filling in on Fox News Sunday. Apparently we're not. I'm sorry. I apologize.
We'd like to, though. I'll tell you that. She's a great person.
One thing a lot of people are talking about, though, is Joe Biden. And is he the plan B? There is some buzz growing as he reportedly has met with Elizabeth Warren in Washington, D.C. and left the family time that he was having. And, you know, and a lot of big supporters from Obama are starting to join the draft Biden.
So if you're wondering why Joe Biden would be meeting with Elizabeth Warren, who's just one of 100 senators, she's a freshman senator from Massachusetts, it's because she is unofficially the head of the Democratic Party. That's how far left it has moved, that Elizabeth Warren is the person whose ring you have to kiss before you even consider jumping into the race. It tells you a lot.
Well, and he's polling really well right now, right? But because his hat is not in the ring, a lot of pundits say that the moment that you do that, your polling numbers.
He's got something in common with Trump, and it's this. People like Donald Trump because Trump seems to be having a good time. And Joe Biden, too. I mean, I've never agreed with a single thing Biden's ever said, but I always think that guy looks like he's in a good mood, and that's appealing.
That's true.